how do we look at purpose? What is purpose? So let me start by narrating to you my own career journey. Okay, this year I complete 36 years of working with the Tata Group, and I'm very proud of being part of the Tata Group. I joined as a young trainee right out of business school in 1987. And as I stand in 2023, one question that I ask myself, because I am so happy and proud of being part of this group, I ask myself, what has made me stay with this group for so long, and what makes me go to office every day with a smile on my face? Of course, interesting work is part of the bargain. I've been part of the tea and coffee and jewelry and watches businesses. Now I am part of Tata Sons, where I head the Tata brand. So interesting work, of course, makes me go to office every day. It's fair remuneration and a respectful workplace. But most importantly, when I go to office every day and work with the Tata Group, I feel that I'm not just working with the Tatas, I'm working for the community and working for the nation. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I feel this way. The Tata Group was created in 1868 by a Parsi merchant of Mumbai called Jamshedji Tata. I'm sure many of you would have heard his name. He's often called the father of Indian industry. But he said something which was very different. He said, I want to create a company, I want to create a corporation where the community is not just one more stakeholder, it is the centrist stage of the organization. I want the community to be at the center of the organization. That is a very, very large inclusive agenda, if you say the community has to be center stage in an organization. Now, it may be fashionable to say that today, because you hear words like conscious capitalism being spoken about virtually in every conference. But what did Jamshedji Tata and his sons do? What they did is they took their wealth, the wealth that his sons left behind, and transferred them to the Tata charitable trusts. Those Tata charitable trusts still own 66% of the equity of Tata Sons, our parent company. So in other words, we are a corporate group which is owned by charitable trusts. This means that 66% of all the profits earned, the dividends issued by Tata Sons, belong to the Tata charitable trusts. And what do the Tata charitable trusts do with this money that they get from the profits of the Tata Group? They've invested it over the years in the founding of the Tata Memorial Hospital in Mumbai, in the founding of the Tata Cancer Hospital in Rajarhat in Kolkata, the Tata Institute of Social Sciences, the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, the Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore. These are all institutions which have been founded over the years. Just now, I think last year, the Tata Trust announced the inauguration of another 7 cancer hospitals in the state of Assam, and there are another 8 to 10 coming up in different parts of the country. So that is where the money eventually goes. That is why when COVID-19 came upon our country, the Tata Trusts and the Tata Group, Mr. Ratan Tata as the chairman of the Tata Trusts and Mr. Chandrasekharan as the chairman of Tata Sons, jointly announced that the Tata Group would commit 1,500 crores to the fight against COVID-19. And that money was spent in many ways. It was spent in putting up 4,500 hospital beds. It was spent in providing meals to millions of workers. Several thousand rooms of the Taj Group of hotels were converted to oxygen rooms to provide treatment to people across the country. Equally, I think in that second wave which hit us very hard, 10% of the country's oxygen came out of factories managed by the Tata Group. So when I say that I feel like working for the nation, these are some of the things that stand in my mind. So I know I'm working for the Tata Group. I know when I manage Titan watches or Tanishq jewelry, I'm creating revenues, I'm creating profits. We work in a very, very competitive environment. If I am working with Tata Tea, I have to compete with Hindustan Unilever, which is one of the largest companies in the world. So we work in a very competitive environment, but at the same time, we also know that the purpose of the Tata Group, which is giving back to society and giving back to the community, makes us go to office with a smile every day. This is my story, but it is also the story of tens of thousands of my colleagues in the Tata Group. And that is why so many of us choose to stay and work with Tata and go to office every day with a smile. That is what inclusivity and purpose can do across employees of an organization. And that is what it can also do to consumers. Many, many customers in India know that this is the nature of the Tata Group, and they have seen us not just for 1 year or 5 years or 10 years, for 154 years. And when the behavior is consistent over that period of time, that is some message that people get in terms of purpose.